Hi, I'm Catherine LaBelle. I'm the director of Montville Township Public Library, which means I am in charge of the library, and I love to read. And today I'm going to be reading you, not surprisingly, a book about the library. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called Wild About Books. It started the summer of 2002 when the Springfield librarian, Molly McGrew, by mistake drove her bookmobile into the zoo. Molly opened the door and she let down the stair, turned on the computer, and sat in her chair. At first, all the animals watched from a distance, but Molly could conquer the strongest resistance. There she is, waiting, and all the animals are looking. By reading aloud from the good Dr. Seuss, she quickly attracted a mink and a moose, a wombat, an oryx, a lemur, a lynx, 8 elephant calves, and a family of skinks. Not sure what skinks are lizards, I guess. These are the skinks. And there she is reading. In a flash, every beast in the zoo was stampeding to learn all about this new something called reading. Forsaking their niches, their nests, and their nooks, they went wild, simply wild, about wonderful books, choosing thin books and fat books and cat in the hat books and new books and true books and heaps of how-to books. Alligators are reading Peter Pan. The monkeys are reading a banana cookbook, and the elephant is reading Dumbo. Giraffes wanted tall books, and crickets craved small books, while geckos could only read stick-to-the-wall books. There's a gecko stuck to the wall, and here, and here. The pandas demanded more books in Chinese. Molly filled their requests, always eager to please. She even found waterproof books for the otter, who never went swimming without Harry Potter. Do you know why the pandas want Chinese books? Pandas are from China, and somebody's reading Harry Potter somewhere. Here. Raccoons read alone, and baboons read in bunches, and llamas read dramas while eating their lunches. Hyenas shared jokes with the red-bellied snakes, and they howled and they hissed till their funny bones ached. A tree kangaroo who adored Nancy Drew began solving mysteries right there at the zoo, such as, why were the bandicoots' books overdue? Why were they overdue? Probably because he's sleeping? Gently, Molly taught lessons in treating books right, for the boa constrictor squeezed Crichter too tight. Baby bunnies mucked up Goodnight Moon with their paws. Giant termites devoured the Wizard of Oz. Not good. And Bear's love of books was completely outrageous. They licked all the pictures right off of the pages. Ew. Tasmanian devils found books so exciting that soon they had given up fighting for writing. They made up adventures so thrilling and new that others decided to be authors too. Pythons wrote with their tails, penguins wrote with their bills, and porcupines wrote with their very own quills. Huh. Have you ever seen an animal use a typewriter before? At the new insect zoo, bugs were scribbling haiku. The scorpion gave each a stinging review. A stinging review, that means he didn't like it. Any scorpions sting? Pretentious, stinks, boring, redundant. As the cheetah's new novel began to take shape, he read chapters each night to the Barbary ape. And although the gazelle couldn't spell very well, like everyone else, she had stories to tell. Imagine the hippo's enormous surprise when her memoir was given the Zulitzer Prize. With so many new books, Molly knew what to do. She hired 12 beavers, a stork, and a gnu. How do you pronounce that, gnu? I'll have to look that one up. To build a branch library there at the zoo. Then the animals cried, "We can do it ourselves. We can check the books out. We can put them on shelves." And they did, and they do, up to this very day. 3 cheers for the zoobrary. Hip, hip, hooray. When you visit the zoo now, you surely won't mind if the animals seem just a bit hard to find. They are snug in their niches, their nests, and their nooks, going wild, simply wild about wonderful books. That's our story. The end.